The moment when I see that the buyer just knows when they walk in the house is like crack to me. I wish I could bottle it up and like hold it with me forever. It doesn't always happen, right? But when it happens and I see my buyer smiling from ear to ear, placing their furniture, talking about which bedrooms are gonna be for who and what and how they're gonna use the house, it just makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside because I know that I have helped them in this super important part of their life. A lot of people think that finding their next home is about following a regimented checklist, but it's really not about that at all. I'm Danielle Waldera, a realtor here in Harford County, Maryland, and I'm going to talk to you today about finding the one. I've been doing this for long enough that I can tell almost immediately when a buyer connects with the one, the house that I know they're gonna love. The vibes are right. They start placing things in their head. They start telling me what kind of renovations they're thinking about doing. And this is all just during the showing, right? So we just walked into this house and, turned just to hit the kitchen for 30 seconds and they're telling me, oh, I could put my dishes in here, I could hang the calendar here, get a new fridge. When you're placing things and telling me how you would live in that house, that's definitely like a green flag to me that we're getting there. But beyond that, it really is just your your vigor when you enter the house. So how excited you got, I can tell that right away. The look on your face, the vibes on your body language. As we're going through the house, it is very evident to me that we found a good one. People get like they hold their checklist in their hands with like a lock tight grip, and a lot of people are unwilling to like loosen the grip a little bit on the checklist. They get attached to how many bedrooms they need, how many bathrooms they need, how many square feet they need, exactly how big that yard needs to be, exactly what parameters in which the house needs to geographically sit. And listen, I'm not saying those things aren't important, because they are very important. But if you needed 4 bedrooms and you got a house that checked the rest of your boxes, but it was in the right location and it had the space you needed and it had 3 bedrooms, but instead of your 4th bedroom being an office, you had space downstairs for the office, or you had an additional den for the office, would that still satisfy your needs? Yes or no? And is this house checking all the other boxes, and does it feel like home to you? And a house feeling like home oftentimes has very little to do with your checklist. It has to do with the location. Oh, I have friends on the street. Oh, my mom lives 2 miles away. Now we're starting to feel like home. I think some of the biggest factors that should be considered when buying a house are location and space. You can never pick up your house and move it, right? You can change almost everything about it cosmetically, but you can't pick it up and move it. And space by like square footage, right? So it's also very difficult to make your home bigger. You can put an addition on it, but it's very costly and you don't get anywhere near the return on investment that you do when you put on an addition. So if the house is big enough to accommodate all of your needs, or spaced out in a way that it could accommodate all your needs, and it's in the right location, and you feel like it's livable for you, right? I'm not talking total gut jobs if that's not what you're into. If you are into that, cool, we can do that too. But if it's livable, if you can get through a year or 2 of planning on what your renovations want to be, you're going to be happier in a home where you feel comfortable in that neighborhood. You feel comfortable with being in the radius to work, school, your kids' events, your family, your parents. You're going to feel comfortable, much more comfortable being in that radius than forcing yourself into a different radius for a house that you thought was prettier. A house can definitely grow into a home over time, because what makes a house a home? It's you. It's you and the people that you love. It's your family. It's your pets. Your house being a home has really nothing to do with the house. You can paint it, you can put up wallpaper, you can do the things that you want to do to make that house feel homey and make it more catered to you, like decoratively. But you could live like in a tent on a beach, but as long as you're with your people, like you're home, right? Home looks different to everyone, but your people are what makes home. I think buyers get so emotional sometimes about buying that they tend to overlook the possibilities. And I think a lot of my first-time buyers especially come to me and say, oh, I want a fixer-upper. My dad is super handy, he's a contractor, and he's gonna help me, and I want a fixer-upper. And I say, are you sure? And they say, yeah, for sure. Okay. So we'll go see maybe one or two before they immediately flip the script on me and say, oh, this is a lot of work. When I meant fixer-upper, I meant fresh carpet and some fresh paint on the walls. I didn't mean full gutted kitchen, taking down walls, maintenance issues. That's not what I meant. So I think they get so emotional that they kind of lock themselves into the path that they told themselves they wanted when they started. And then as we look and as we go out and as we see what's out there and you see what's really involved in some of these projects and houses, it just takes some time to like shift that emotion from this is what I had my mind dead set on to, well, maybe that's not what's best for me in my situation right now and where I am in life, right? Maybe I wanted a fixer-upper, but I'm working 50 hours a week and I have 2 toddlers and no help at home. Is that really, something that I want to jump into right now just because of where I am in life? If you're ready to find the one, or you know someone who might want to find the one and you're looking for a love match with the house, call me, I'm your girl. Stick around to watch the next video.